Good morning, everyone. My name is Laura Stranks and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Thanks for joining me today. Just a couple of things before I start my card today. I've got a Facebook group called Cards by Laura. You'll find all the cards that I make at my workshops and classes, and I do lives and my YouTube channel. That page is just for viewing. I do sell my cards, so if ever you want to buy any of the cards that are in there, you're welcome to message me and let me know what you like. I've also got a large Facebook group called Laura's Craft Room Tips and Tutorials. The PDFs for all of my YouTube videos as well as my live videos, they will be stored in the Files tab in that group. If you're not already a member of the group, which I think a lot of you are, if you wish to join, make sure you find the two questions that you need to answer to join. One is why you wish to join the group, and the other is that you agree to the rules. If you can't see the questions on the device you're on, just try joining from a different device. If you're on your phone, sometimes it doesn't show on the phone. Go to an iPad or a laptop or your PC and see how you go there. But I will send back a notification if you haven't answered the two questions. There's lots and lots of PDFs in there. I've been doing YouTube for a couple of years now, and also the PDFs for the live videos that I do. I do a live every Saturday morning, and I do upload that to YouTube as well. So there's lots of ideas there for you to try. My YouTube channel, if you're watching for the first time, it's called Creative Gems. Love you to subscribe. And if you do subscribe, there's a little bell that comes up. If you hit that, it'll notify you each time my video is there to watch. If you're already a subscriber to my channel, welcome back, and I hope you enjoy what I have to show you today. This one I have designed myself. I'll just put that aside. We don't need that anymore. I've named it an Everyday Arches Screen Fold. It comes out like so. That's the front or the inside, and then that's the back. The one I'm doing today, I'm putting another panel on this here, but that's basically this photo of this card is my header for my Facebook group, Laura's Craft Room Tips and Tutorials. You'll see that at the header of the group. So I am going to change it in a couple of weeks' time, but at the moment it's this card here. So it's easy enough to find. I've done a few changes since the original one. I did this one quite a while ago now, and a few ladies in my group asked me if I had a PDF for it. But I have changed a few pieces. My middle panel in between my two lots of screens, I've made it a bit wider. So you'll see how I do that, and it's all different colours, and I hope you like it. So we shall get started. These are the measurements which I type up. So you can either take a screenshot of this, or it will be in the description box of today's video. Also, the full PDF, as I mentioned before, will be in the Files tab in my Laura's Craft Room Tips and Tutorials group. It goes by the name of whatever I've called it. So if you're looking for a PDF, just you can do a search on. I'm not sure if you can do a search on your phone. I know you can on your laptop. If you go into the search button in the Files tab, you can type that in and it will bring up the PDF for you. So, but these measurements will be in the description box today, or you can take a screenshot. Now, we'll start off with, I've got all my pieces laid out here that I'm going to do, so you'll take my word that I've got the right ones. These here, this is the 5.5 by 4.25. That's the size pieces for the large. I'll show you the dies. Some of you may not have seen them yet. I use these a lot. So all these main panels, I'll go from this one here, it might be easier. All these main panels at the back are the largest die in these Everyday Arches. So that's that one there. Then I've used a couple of smaller ones Today I'm using a smaller one for the DSP in the background. So I haven't actually I've put the DSP sizes and the main sizes for the dies, but these ones I didn't. Most of it you could get out of scrap. So they're the dies that I've used, and there's a lot there to choose from. So 5.5 by 4.25 will give you the 6 that you need. You need 2 of 3, like two back to back 3 times. So I've done those. I've done 4 white ones. I'm not going to show you all the pieces. I've done 4 white and 2 in the Misty Moonlight. Then this piece here, oh no, yeah, we're still up here. I've done 2 with the DSP. So this piece of here is the second largest die, 5 by 3 3/4 in 2 different designs. I've got that one there and I've got that one in there. So they're going in 2 different spots. They're the only ones I've given you the sizes for. My hinge section, which is the long white piece, wherever I put it, over here. I've changed the size of this from the original. It's 11 inches by 3 inches. It was just the width that I changed. You still need 11 inches, and that will fold in like so. And then just some scrap cardstock for your decorations and your greeting. These little dies you could measure. I'll just get my ruler. That die there is probably about 1 3/4 by 4 inches. You'd get it out of a piece. So that's that one, and then that one's the next size down from that. So I've just done different size arches on the whole thing. It's from the all the greetings and the paper. It's an online exclusive at the moment. There's a suite there. These are the dies. I've used a couple of these and the leaves in my card today, and they're the stamp sets there. I've used this happy birthday. I've used some of these little leaves as a border around some of my images, and it's called Charming Day, and that's that set there. That's a new set. One of my blue panels I've embossed with this mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. I love this folder. It just gives so much detail. It's a nice deep emboss when you do it. So it's called mini corrugated 3D. And then some embellishments. I've got those ready there as well. So that's all of that. Now we'll get started. I have put all these in the order that I'm going to do them. So I shall show you what I've got. And I did take a photo so I can make sure I get them back in the same order. I just took a photo. So this is my front one, my front panel. That, and that. And the happy birthday's going across the front. We can stick all those together. This one is goes in the middle at the 2 blue ones are in the middle. That's my writing panel, which will go at the back, or no, it will be at the front by the time it's finished, I think. We'll see. That one's going in there. Then I've cut all of these flowers and leaves. I haven't stuck them down yet. They will be there. And then I've just got these 2 little die sections. And as you can see, I've stamped around the edge of that with the leaves. That's Pretty Peacock in there. This is Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, or Bubble Bath it might be. I'm not sure now. Pretty in Pink. No, it's not Pretty in Pink. It's Bubble Bath. And then I've sponged in the centres of those with a darker. I think I used Berry Burst in the centre. And I've also, I don't know if you can see the glitter on that. I've gone over them with Wink of Stella as well. So we'll put all these together first. That one's fine as it is. This one here. And I'll get my silicone mat. Once you cut all your pieces, it's pretty easy to put together. Now, I was going to try this. I was going to do a stagger of leaves like that. And then just put the flowers in amongst them. So one in there, and probably one down the bottom here. We can just stagger them around like so. I will stick the leaves to the back of the flowers first. I'll just put a little bit of liquid glue on them, not a lot. And we'll put these leaves at the back. I'm going to try, that goes that way, try and straddle them along on a wide piece of the flower. It wouldn't matter if it shows at the back. I'll just leave that upside down till it dries a little bit. And then this one will go this way. We'll put that one in there. I'll put some glue on the end of this when it comes out. Whoops, too much. I'll just stagger that across there. And then this one will go on the top of this one. I'm just making sure that I've got my leaves up the right way. This is the longest bit, getting all this stuck together. Goes this way. I may as well put these on to here. You can start there and go this way now. Doesn't really matter. Got sticky fingers. That's why we have a wipe handy, to get the sticky off. And then this one can go on the bottom. You can stagger them any which way you like. I'll just put the flower that way. And then I'll flip that whole thing over. That one's not stuck to that yet. When you want the glue to come out, it doesn't. And then when you want it soft, it pours out. So we'll go like that. Then I'll flip that whole thing over, hoping it stays together. Actually, I will use, I bought this pen the other day. It's a glue pen, and it's just good for when we get it started. It takes a little bit to, it comes out the colour of whatever's in the tube, but it dries clear. So even if it goes over where you don't want it, it will dry. I try not to get it on the white, otherwise it does show. But it's good for, I got them on Amazon. They were a pack of 6. I think it was 6, and then you get 12 refills, 2 for each colour. There's 6 different colours. Might have been, yeah, it was 6. I'm pretty sure it was 6. They are, I don't think it's got the brand on here. No, it hasn't. It was on the packet, which I have put away somewhere. So I can't show you that at the moment, but just type in glue pens. You'll find lots of different glue pens there. I just love it because it's so easy. It's just like scribbling on your cardstock. Not difficult at all. So we shall put that over. That's probably one of the fiddlier bits. And we'll go around this way. Trying not to put glue everywhere. I always use my mat to push it down, otherwise you'll push glue all back over your fingers again. So that's that panel. Then we've got this one, which I've already stuck the leaves. Now with this one, I cut 2 images. I cut the one in the pink and one in the green, and then I cut the leaves off the pink image and put them out. As you can see, I've kept the green as the full image, but then I've cut the pink flowers off the pink one that I die cut, and I put them over the top of the green leaves, and that way you've got the correct coloured leaves and flowers. So that's how that works. I tried it the other way where I cut the leaves off and poked them, but it didn't look as natural. These look more natural with the leaf coming out of the back of the flower. I'm going to go with my pen again. Much quicker. And we don't get a pile of glue where we don't want it. put it mostly on the edges so that it's holds it all down for you. That's pretty much enough. It's a really strong glue that holds it too. It's not flimsy. I haven't had all the bits that I've been doing it on. I'm going to stick this down first. This is one of the other size dies. I think it's 2 down from this one. It's either 2 or 3. It's easy enough to work out what you want. Looks like it might be 3 down. And the corrugated, that's the corrugated one at the back. I'll just move that over a fraction. Trying to centre them. And then this will come up in here. I'll put the mat on top. Leave that to dry. This one's going on the back. Where I had the blank one on the back of this one, I've decided to put a piece of DSP because I haven't got a lot of the DSP on it. I'll show you the pack of DSP as well. I didn't get it out, but I can get it out. It's an online exclusive at the moment on pre-order. Your customers, it will go live to them beginning of July. I'm not sure the exact date, but it'll be July. So that's all that's happening on that one. This one is just these 2 crisscrossed over. I've put everything flat because when you close it up, it's still going to be fairly bulky. So you don't want any more bulk with the front panel. I'm going to put some of those up on dimensionals. Just move that over a bit. It's a little bit crooked. I can put some of that up on dimensionals. That's a bit too much glue on that one, Laura. I'll just scatter those like so. That's that one done. I've already stuck, no I haven't, I thought I had stuck that one down. That's the back of one of the papers. I love the pink and the blue together. Move up a little bit, Laura. I think I'm off camera there just about. So this is my front panel, and this is the one of the papers out of the pack as well. It's in Pretty Peacock. And then I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. I'll put the DSP flat first. Once you get all these together, it's pretty quick finishing it off. So that one's on there. I'll just get my adhesive, my dimensional sheet that we can cut. When I've got a big layer like this, I use these adhesive sheets. They're the same as dimensionals, except they're, where did I put my good scissors? We'll just use these ones for now. These are the same, but they're in one big sheet. So I'm going to put, I'll cut that across there. You can cut it to whatever size you want. And it gives you a nice flat surface to put your layer up. And I think it probably works out cheaper by using these than a whole, like I'd put probably 12 dimensionals on that. And then you can cut another little bit and we'll put that piece up the top. So just same as dimensionals, just peel the back off. Put that on there. Take the back off that one. This one will go at the top bit. If you've just got a small frame, maybe these ones here I would just put low, the other sort of dimensionals, the individual ones. But this one, it sits nice and flat for you. And then this I'm going to put flat across there because I don't want any more height. So we'll just put a little bit of glue in the centre. I don't want it hanging over the edge of that other piece. And I'll go up a bit so that I can see that nice flower there. And I've got some embellishments to put on. Normally I'll put things straight, but occasionally I do it that way. So that's all our pieces ready to go. Now, I will show you the paper first before I go any further. I was able to get 2 packs because I bought the suite, and then with DSP and embellishments and those sorts of things, you can get 2 of. Stamp sets and dies and punches and that sort of thing, you can only get 1 of when it's a pre-order. So these are some of the other papers in the thing. I love that one too. Nice background. That's really pretty. So lots of nice. They're not normally my colours, but I do like that one. Love that one. Blues are more my blues and pinks I love. So that's all the pink papers in that. And as you can see, I've chopped it up a fair bit. One of my next workshop classes will be using some of that. Now we need our long panel, and I'm going to do the centre one first. This centre one here. Now the other one I did, the original card, it just had a, you can see it through there, through the middle there. It's just up there. This one I'm going to go, it's quite a bit wider. I'm going to go to the bottom, or just, so it's just hidden underneath the bottom, and centre that one there. So we can put glue on this section here because we know it's going to all get covered. And inside those, oh, I didn't give you the scoring measurements for that. This is scored at, where am I? 3.5. So it's 11 inches long. Score at 3.5 there. Rotate at 180 and score at 3.5. So this centre one is a little bit wider, but then it allows you to close it shut with the width. I nearly forgot your scoring there, but I'm sure you would have worked that out yourself anyway. It's pretty much the width of your panels. This one was going in this, I'll just look at my photo. Yes, this one is going in the centre. So I'm just going to bring it up a little bit from the bottom of that white piece, and it goes from that score line. If you pull that up, you can see where it's sitting, and I'm coming up a fraction. I've put this a fraction below so that you don't see it, so you can see that little bit there, and nice and straight. We'll push that down. Then the back one behind that, we can do that next. So you can line it up so it's exactly the same. All you've got to do is run your fingers around the edges and make sure it's exactly the same as the front one or the inside one. So I'll just lay that there pretty much. Oh, we can put some glue, hang on, we can put some glue up here because those two need to join together. That's better. And then just line those up so that they're perfect together, easy as to line up, and it's fraction above the bottom of the white panel across the hinge. And back to the front. Now just be careful, make sure you've got, we'll fold those in again. This is my front. So this side folds in and then that side goes over the top. So we might do this outside first. We'll go over here. Put some glue on there. You can change all your panels around to suit whatever decoration you put on. And I'm going to try and line it up exactly with the one before it here. And on this edge, it will be in a little bit here. So don't worry about that. That's still going to cover up when you close it shut. Got a little bit of glue there, but I'll fix that later. And then this one will go on the back. And I can put glue up here as well. I didn't want to glue all of these together because I'll just show you how easy it is to put the pieces together. I've coloured these with just with ink on a block. I get one of my little blocks and I dab it in my ink pad, and then I use my Wink of Stella, which I've got here, and use that as a brush. As you can see, I didn't quite get all the pink out of this one. And just colour with your Wink of Stella and the ink. Don't, when you clean off your, or if you need to re-ink your block, don't put it back into your ink pad. You'll end up with glitter all through it. Clean it off. Use as much as you can, and then clean it off, and then re-ink it. Some people make the mistake of just putting it back into their ink pad, and then they've defeated the purpose by putting glitter all through their ink pad. I'm going to use my glue rubber on that. I've got a little bit of glue there that I need to rub off. Then this one is, so that'll go there and that'll go there. Just keep checking. So this one here will go inside. Oh, that won't matter because it's going to get glued. I'll have to hold that up because I've glued right up there. I should have glued there, but that's okay. We shall, actually, I'll put that there, and then we'll get this one first and we'll put it on the front. And we'll do it the correct way. That one won't matter because it's going to get glued to this one. Sometimes when I talk, I don't concentrate. And that's when we make whoopses. I'm just lining that up with the bottom of the others. Flip it over, and then this one can go on as well. Doesn't matter which order you do them. I usually do the middle one first to make sure it's going to all line up, and then that one will fit evenly on top of that one. Nice and solid card too, with all the layers. So that one will close and that one will close. And as you can see, it's sitting down nice and flat. It's because it's got a little bit of a gap between these, which allows it to fold shut. I'm going to put some embellishments on the front. I really do like that now I've got it together. I probably, if I did it again, excuse me, I would put these two panels in here. Because I've got two lots of flowers on one side, it doesn't seem balanced. I would put all of that section over here. You could put that background on a different colour, or maybe just put those flowers on the white on there and then put these in here, even with a different colour or on the white, wouldn't matter because you've got the blue border around. So leave the white there and just move those flowers over there. It just seems a little, when I looked at it, when I did it, it didn't look that bad, but now that I'm looking at it, it's probably not balanced as well as I would have liked. So we've got some embellishments from, so that one fell off the sheet. Pop him back there. They're too expensive to just throw away. 2226 in colour flat pearls. And I wasn't sure whether to do this pale pink or the brighter pink. I think I might use the brighter pink because it's going to give it a bit of pop and it goes nicely with that colour. I might put one each here on the ends and three little ones along the bottom here. Actually, I'll do one little one there, and then we'll pop some bigger ones up in here. Just like so, just to decorate the front. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed that. It didn't take too long. Once you've cut all your pieces, it's really easy to do. That's my card. I'm not going to put embellishments on these because I think it'll make it a bit bulky inside, but it does shut flat nicely. If you wanted to, you could always put ribbon between those two and be in under one of these and do a little bow at the side, a little tie at the side to hold it together, but I don't think it needs it. This one's been made for a while and it's perfectly flat now. This one, if I just put some blocks on overnight, it will flatten down, but it's flattening more than what a normal card would, so I'm happy with that. That's it from me. Thank you for joining me this morning. Have a go with this one, and I shall catch you all again next Monday at 9 a.m. Have a lovely, lovely week. Bye for now.